What is good, horror horde? This is your boy Horror Gamer back with another video for you. And as you can tell by the title of this video, we have another Is It Worth the Hate? Now, before I get into my Is It Worth the Hates, just know that your boy Horror Gamer's Is It Worth the Hates have spoilers in them all day, every day. So if you haven't seen the movie, go check it out. Come back. Let me know in the comment section what you think, whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, you know, whether you like the movie or whether you hated it. But just know, anything beyond this point here is on you. Now, keeping up with the theme this week that I have for Hellboy, we're going to be diving into one, as you can tell by the title as well, that it did get decent reviews from the critics, but the fans, not so much. And that one is David Harbour's Hellboy. So, is David Harbour's Hellboy worth the hate that it gets? I'm going to be brutally honest with you on this one. I can see why people hated this movie, but for me, I didn't. I don't think it's worth the hate. For me, this one's a little closer to the comics, even though Guillermo del Toro's Hellboys are amazing. You know, they're so good. They're really in-depth, and Ron Perlman is Hellboy. I mean, come on now. But this added a lot more, like, language and gore. And if you read the Hellboy comics, they're not PG-13 comics. They're bloody, you know, they're all that. So, for me, this was a little closer to the comic adaptation, but as for the films, was it the best one? No, by all means it wasn't. But I don't think it's worth the hate that a lot of the fans give it. Now, I know there's purists out there who are just like, the original Hellboy, the two Hellboys, Ron Perlman, no one can play it like Ron Perlman. And you're absolutely right. No one can play him like Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman is a gem to the series, you know what I mean? But while he didn't do bad, I will say that there are parts of the movie where David Harbour, it felt like he was really forcing his lines. And I heard, you know, I've read that he was a nightmare to work with on set and stuff. And you could almost see that, like, with the chemistry of the characters. Like, you feel like something's missing. Not like with Ron Perlman's Hellboy, where all the characters felt, you know, pure and genuine. It felt like, you know, they were putting their best out there to make a good movie. And this one, like I said, some of it felt forced. And they said David Harbour was a nightmare to work with. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I read. So you can almost see that, like, it imparts that the chemistry isn't there. And like I said, with him, I think he played a decent Hellboy. It's just there were times in the movie where it did feel like he was forcing his lines. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't feeling the part at that point in time. But other than that, like I said, this movie was fun. The gore in it, Mila Jovovich, I mean, she's Mila Jovovich. She's, you know, whatever. You know, she's okay. I don't think, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Mila Jovovich. I stopped being a fan of her after they made her the main character in the Resident Evil movies and put all the fucking established characters on the back burner just so she could be the main character. But I guess that's what you get when you marry the director of the movies. But it is what it is. That's another video for another time. This is about Hellboy. She was okay in it, you know. There was nothing about this movie that screamed greatness, but in the same breath, there was nothing in this movie that screamed horrible or not worth watching. This is definitely worth a watch. This is one of those popcorn flicks. You know, you sit down, you eat popcorn, you watch it, you turn your brain off and just watch it for what it is. It's like an hour and a half to almost 2 hours of just bloody, gory fun. And that's what it is, bloody, gory fun. You know, they took Hellboy and they made it R-rated, so there's language, there's gore, there's blood, everything in this one. And that's what made it so fun. Now, if it didn't have the blood and gore, would it have been worth the hate? Probably. It wouldn't have been as good without the blood and the go out and say that myself. So, but all in all, final verdict is David Harbour's Hellboy worth the hate? No, it's not. And I'll tell you what, I also like the way he looked in it. He looked kind of cool in it. You know, he was cool in this one. So, but no, in my opinion, it's definitely not worth the hate. Like I said, check it out. See what see what you think about it, you know. Make your own opinion of it. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Now, if it would have been anything rated other than R, then I could see where the hate came from, because it would have been just a PG-13 mess at that point, where it would be like implementing that there's gore, but they don't show it, kind of shit like that. So, nah, I'm not about that. But, alright, Horror Horde, with all that being said, I definitely recommend you check it out at least one time, you know what I mean? Make your own opinion on it. But, Hellboy, the David Harbour remake, or see, whatever it is. Alright, Horror Horde, and with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button along with that dingly-ding-ding button. That way, every time your boy Horror Gamer throws up one of these Is It Worth the Hates, that you're always in the know. Also, run on over to the Horror Gamer Patreon. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. See what kind of cool perks you get with being a patron. We have game nights, we have movie nights, we have chill nights where, like, I just send out a message to everybody. We just hang out and watch movies and chill, just talk. So, cool stuff like that. And I also had another perk where I'm going to start doing monthly giveaways. The monthly giveaway is actually going on right now. And we're doing Host. We're giving away a copy of the movie Host, the Shudder original movie that was the best movie of 2020. So if you hit a Patreon yet, get in there and get on that. So get your chance to win. And don't worry, if you don't get a chance to win this month, there's always next month. But every month I'm gonna be doing a giveaway, so don't miss out on it. And then when you're done doing that, run on over to the Z Network and see what kind of cool things we got going on out there. I mean, we got a whole bunch of cool stuff out there, so run out there and check it out. And with all that being said, Horror Horde, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, as always, I love you guys, thank you guys, and until next time, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.